Hi, Genki Call here with the Whitehelm Derby World event for the week of April 4th, 2022. Let's get caught up on the lore. Ba-da-ba! The immediate mess had been cleaned up, but the Sparkinator was still active. It headed for Whitehelm, still looking for cats. Fortunately, Sparkgrinder had some mechanical horses upon which we could give chase. Ba-ba-ba! Whitehelm Derby. The Sparkinator sure was fast. Sparkgrinder's mechanical horses proved quite valuable in chasing it, and only malfunctioned 3 times. Unfortunately, the knights in Whitehelm were not happy to see us. Clear knights from your path as you collect tracks to follow the Sparkinator. So the first thing that I want to show you before we actually show you teams and scoring and all that neat stuff is what you can get from the shop. And that would be show all. We'll sort by base rarity. Everything you see here is something that you can get from the shop. If you're very lucky, you could get any of these. So there's some good stuff in here. We've got Piscea and Stonehammer, Sycorax, Flaming Oni, Champion of Guard, Leonis Tower, Mithrilian. We've got Glaceon, Gorgotha, King Gobtruffle, we've got Queen Beetrix, Nutcracker, Venoxia. There's just a lot of troops to choose from. So I have some different approaches to the world event. But first, let me head into the shop, show you first of all that this is for spell damage only. We do not have any bonus on skulls, which is fine because there are hardly any skull accumulators except for Glaceon skull spammers, but this is spell damage only. So I'm going to buy 2 more tiers here. There's 1, and I'm hoping to be able to show you something good from this. Let's see. And nope, I did not get a mythic. Oh noes. It's very rare. It is very, very rare, but it can happen. So I am going to go ahead and equip these in a minute. Actually, I'm only going to equip 1 because usually when I do these videos, I only buy the first 2 tiers to show you how the team works. So I only have 1 badge. For the people that can't afford to buy a bunch of tiers in the shop. But before we do that, I do want to show you the scoring for this week. So here we go. We've got the Sparkinator, who is worth the most points. Just remember, the brand new mythic that we don't have available to us yet is worth the most. And then it's in rarity order. We've got Guard's Avatar, Holy Saint Astra, Statue of There's the soundbite for today. Statue of St. Veritas, I couldn't fit the whole thing in there, is worth 10 points. Sir Alamir, and then avoid the High Paladin at all costs, because the High Paladin is worth the least amount. So just remember, Statue of St. Veritas over statues over knights, I guess, is how you can remember it. Other than that, it's in rarity order. Alrighty, let me take this down. Boop. Let's get in here. So we want the statues over the knight. So we'll go for this first. This is the first approach that I have come up with for people that don't have the legendaries. They don't have Queen Beetrix and Gobtruffle can both be used this week. We don't have a lot of troops that aren't legendaries that can do damage to all enemies, and that is my preferred way of doing things. So at the top of the description for this video, you will find alternate mana generators. So if you don't have Marilith, if you don't have Leprechaun, there are different ones you can put in here. For instance, you could put in the Angry Mob here, and you could put in Captain Skullbeard down here. It's just whatever troops you have. This is just a suggestion. As always, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll equip 1, just like I said. We'll just do 1. We're going to do 2 Medals of Seasons, because if you've been in a guild for a while, you should at least have some of those. If they're doing their events. If they're not, find a new guild. I highly recommend getting into a good guild. Alright, we'll come back to this. I will come back to that later. So we're going to go ahead and go in here. We'll do a couple fights with this, then we'll switch to the next no legendary team. So let me show you the approach on this one. Basically, it's get some mana, and we'll use Marilith and the Leprechaun both for that. As soon as we have the mana, then we're going to use the wood Rynax. Now, it converts red gems to green. I'm not paying any attention to whether or not I have alignment. The important thing is, at least early on, just to get that splash damage in there. Of course, you don't want to give him a match 4, but if you are early on enough that you can insta-kill with the attack, then you don't have to worry so much. But one more thing that I forgot to mention is that this is one of those events where we do have scaling with the Sparkinator only, but we also are going to have to fight at least 30 battles before we see the Sparkinator. He won't be available till you finish 30 fights, so these are the only ones that are going to be available starting off. Then after 15 battles, 1 more will be available, and then after 30 battles, all 6 will be available. And they'll randomly come up on the screen, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Statue of St. Verita, you're going to want to always go for the lowest level, because there is no scaling except for Sparkinator. So, even when we have Sparkinator, I don't really think that you're going to need to go for the highest level because it's per battle. So, anyway, let's get some mana here. And we've got some, well, we had some beautiful green to red here, but we don't need that right now. We need mana. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. We'll get some splash damage in there. I know this isn't a very good example of how this team is going to work if you're lower level, because I'm so low level on these battles right now. I'll go ahead and do one more with this. We'll switch to the other one for no legendaries. Dum, da, da, and then we will switch to teams with legendaries and with mythics. So we've got that. I'm going to go ahead and take the yellow and just hit him with this. Pacha! Gotcha! All right. All right. The next, okay, avoid the High Paladin at all costs. Rarity order. I don't have the statue available, so I'll go for Sir Alamir because I have to. Because I want the most points. All right. The next way of doing things, we have AoE. So we've got the black manacles that will do damage to all enemies, and the 20% chance to devour is not, it's not bad. We always like that when it accidentally, on purpose, devours. All right, and then we've got the Leprechaun for fast mana. The dark Monolith will do damage to 2 enemies. And if he gets damaged, he'll do double damage. And then Captain Skullbeard is here to explode things and get us more mana. Again, you can change the mana generators. If you don't have any of the ones that I listed in the description below, that you could always try something that's lower rarity, such as there was one down here I wanted to mention. The Ridgeback. Hold on, it was the Ridgeback. I didn't put that in the description because it doesn't explode as many, but this is also a very good mana generator if you are lower level. So the Ridgeback is another option that you could put in here. You just might want to change the banner so it's not minus yellow. Okie dokie, let's go in. Ha 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 ha. Copy! Grabbing the next team code, blowing things up. Kapow! And basically, no, it's going to be just kind of get some mana for black manacles and kill them. But I'm going to go ahead and do this just to show you that it's going to hit 2 enemies, and then you can use the black manacles to work on that as well. I'll do one more with this. One more with this. Again, it's going to be Sir Alamir, the lowest level, so we'll do that. And then we'll switch to a true damage team because I like them. They do damage. I love the AoE teams, the ones that do damage to all enemies. They're just super efficient, and I do appreciate efficiency. Definitely. All right, we've got that done. Now we're going to go back to St. Verita because he's there. Yay. All right, so here's what we've got. Life and Death. Marilith is going to blow up everything, give you tons of mana, plus she does a little true damage along the way. Then we've got Venoxia, who is going to do true damage and create 9 green and blue gems, and that the green will feed most of the team, and the blue will feed Queen Beetrix, so it should be really good. I have Archer on here because it has a Leaf Storm. My Archer is maxed out though, so I'm going to switch this to Barbarian, which also has a Leaf Storm starting off. Nature's Aura is what I'm talking about, so there are 5 or 6 that have Leaf Storm. Archer, Barbarian, Orb Weaver, Shaman, and Warden all have the Leaf Storm possible. So we'll head in here and we'll use this. Now, if you're getting to where you don't have enough mana generation, you can always switch to a different weapon, something that explodes up here. I think it's probably, at least early on, it's not going to be needed for a while. I will do that. Get that little bit of a true damage poke in there. I'll go ahead and use Venoxia and just kind of wipe them out. Oh, I love that. I love my true damage, scatter damage, damage to all enemy teams, just so good. Verita, again, we'll do one more with this. And then, now you can, if you don't have Venoxia, you can use 2 Queen Beetrix. You can use Gobtruffle and Beetrix, Gobtruffle and Venoxia, just however you want. Venoxia, Queen Bee, and Gobtruffle, they're all kind of interchangeable for this team. Okie dokie. And then we're going to do this and then pop in another team that we can use. Marilith, I love you. Oh, Marilith rocks. He does not, however. Don't like him. There's more green and brown on the board than anything else, so I'm going to go with her first. We'll do this. Venoxia. And kill them all. Wah-ha-ha-ha. This is probably the team I'm going to use, but we'll see. I have some other examples, other teams that you can setups you can use. Here's one. We've got the Forest Troll that creates all of that beautiful green. Venoxia that's going to create green to feed the whole team, and the Forest Troll will get the blue. This is going to blow up a bunch of blue. Super cool. And then the Leprechaun, of course, for fast mana. I'm not worried about it getting mana down here, but if you don't want to mana block the Leprechaun, or it's just not working out for you the way that you want it to, then you can you can put a different mana generator in here. Sorry, I was losing my mind for a second there. Again, it's with Archer. I'm going to switch it to Barbarian because I need to level all the things. Must level all the things. Okay. So we've got Venoxia. We're going to go ahead and use that. Now, I don't find this, I'm not really fond of using this troop. And the Ice Sapphire is going to conjure an Ice Storm. So there's going to be a ton of blue. So it may not, now that I'm looking at it, it may not be that efficient. But Venoxia will create a bunch of bump, bump, ba, da, da, bump. Green. If only I could think properly. Hold on. There was something else and it creates... Oh, I'm thinking of the Arboreal Crystal, which we can't use. Alright, it creates a Leaf Storm, which would technically be better for this team, but not here. Not here. Alright, so this is my least favorite so far, and you can use Sycorax there instead of Forest Troll. Then we've got the Goblin Team. We're going to go full-on Goblin here. All the way. Goblin all the way. We've got Stringfiddler, who's going to explode things and silence enemies. We've got Norbert's Turnip that's going to create a bunch of green and red gems for every Goblin ally. That is the entire team because we are using Thief class, even though I have it maxed. This way I can show you how it works. King Gobtruffle, you know what he does, and Fundingus will take the red from Norbert's Turnip and help blow things up. Yes. All right, let's take this in. We'll do this, and then we're going to switch it up just a little bit. Copy. We're going to go ahead and cast with this. We're going to hit this one just because, and then we start the looping. And at this point, actually, I'm going to go ahead and drop those because it's fun. And I'm going to blow things up with Stringfiddler again because it's fun. Instead of Fundingus, let's go ahead and cast with Fundingus. We'll blow things up with him as well. Just because it's fun. Alright, I do love blowing things up. I'm such a goofball. Alright, there we go. So that is one option for a Goblin team. For another option, we've got the same basic team with Flaming Oni instead of Fundingus. Flaming Oni is, he's a summoner. He blows the heck out of the whole board, and it's the same basic thing, only he is a summoner and he costs a lot more mana. But you have enchant, so it shouldn't be a problem. We'll show you this team. Oopsie. And then we'll grab the next team. Ha-ha. Wahahaha. Alright. Awesome sauce. So I'm going to hit her because I felt like it. And, nope. I saw a match 4. I like my match 4. So, is there more purple or blue? There's more blue on the board, so we're going to do this one. And then we'll do this. And then we'll blow things up with him because I felt like it. What a dork. Alright. Sir Alamir again. I know this is taking forever. Edit, manage, paste. So I came up with 2 Piscea teams. Just because, you know, people have Piscea. They want to use it. We have an opportunity here. So Piscea is going to destroy all the green gems and create blue gems equal to the number of green gems destroyed. We've got the Ice Sapphire that's going to blow up all of those blue gems and also creates an ice storm for more blue coming down. King Gobtruffle is going to create brown to feed Piscea and green to feed the rest of the team, and the Exploadstool is going to blow things up. Just blow things up. And then there are some nice little bonuses here for the team, for me anyway, for the kingdom levels and pets that I have. Okie dokie. Off we go. And then I will show you the last team, also with Piscea. Copy. Coming back. And right away, actually I want to do that. Now I'm going to blow things up. Kapow! Alrighty, and we have this nice blue storm. It's not a ton of these colors on the board, but I'm going to give it a try. No Devour, but we've got King Gobtruffle. Now Destroy is the same as matching. So I'm going to take away all of this green here. I know I could totally match that right now and fill up Gobtruffle, but I feel like showing off the team, so we're going to blow that up. I actually meant to do this, but that worked out. You know, it's just nice to have a different way of doing things. We don't always want to run Beetrix and Gobtruffle and just destroy things that way. Sometimes we just want to devour things because it's fun, or blow things up because it's fun. And something different. Alright, the last choice that we have here, it's not going to be able to show it off very well, but it's the same basic team, different banner, and Venoxia instead of Gobtruffle. So Venoxia is still going to feed Piscea that blue that she creates, and then the green to feed the rest of the team. So, we'll try this one. I mean, one cast with Gobtruffle will pretty much take care of it, but we'll do it anyway. We'll do it anyway. I think the team that I am probably going to use is the Life and Death team with Marilith, Venoxia, and Queen Beetrix. Unless I get bored, in which case I will switch to this team. I kind of want purple, actually. Kind of want to get Venoxia up and running, so we're going to do this. Oh, right. Let me see if I can get a higher level team to fight here. There we go, St. Verita. Let's do this. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Blow things up. Kapow! Wahaha. Right, not a lot of green on the board. So, I think I'll take some red. Oh, well, that's alright. And, oops. Barrier. Ah, how dare you. Okay, we've got plenty of green, but not much blue. Why? Oh, fine. Alright, we'll do Venoxia. Break the barrier so that we can devour it if we need to, but look at all the green on the board now. Nice. 20 green and 12. That is a plus 20 boost to... So there are 2 independent 50% chances to devour. This should devour something. Oh, and it didn't. How dare it. We'll try again. Ha! We got the double devour. Whee! That's awesome. That was really good for the video. I loved that. Alright, that is what I have for you folks. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I do have the Soulforged video coming up for you. Ironhawk is in there if you've been looking for it. So, little spoiler on that. We will be back with you folks soon with that video. Let me grab this. And we will see you folks soon. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.